Most disasters we prepare for are things we can see coming. Storms, fires, even blackouts. But what if the lights went out everywhere, instantly, with no warning, and didn't come back on? That's what could happen in the event of an EMP, or electromagnetic pulse. It sounds like science fiction, but it's a very real threat, and one that could change life in a matter of seconds. So in this video, we're breaking down the 3 things that stop working immediately after an EMP, and what you can do right now to prepare. Stick with me, because number 3 is the one that most people never even think about. What is an EMP? Before we dive into the list, let's get clear on what we're talking about. An EMP is a sudden burst of electromagnetic energy. It can come from a natural event, like a massive solar flare, or from a man-made source like a high-altitude nuclear detonation. The pulse overloads circuits, fries electronics, and knocks out power grids. Imagine millions of light switches flipping off at the same time, not just in your town, but across entire regions. All right, let's get into the 3 things that stop working instantly. Number 1, the power grid. The first and most obvious casualty of an EMP is the electrical grid. Transformers, substations, and long stretches of power lines are incredibly vulnerable. The pulse surges through them and burns them out almost instantly. And here's the scary part. Replacing those components isn't like changing a light bulb. Some of these transformers take months or even years to manufacture. That means when the grid goes down from an EMP, you're not talking about a blackout that lasts a few hours or even a few days. You're looking at weeks, months, or longer without power. Think about what that really means. No heating, no air conditioning, no lights. Grocery stores unable to refrigerate food, gas pumps that won't run, water treatment plants offline. Everything we rely on for daily life is tied to electricity, and in an instant, it could all stop. Number 2, electronics and communication devices. The second thing that goes out immediately is your electronics. Phones, computers, cars with modern electronics, radios, TVs, all vulnerable. Some might survive if they were turned off or shielded, but most consumer devices aren't built for this kind of surge. Imagine pulling out your phone after the pulse, and it's nothing but a dead brick. The cell towers are fried too, so even if your device worked, there's no network left to connect to. Radios, internet, GPS navigation, all gone. That means not only do you lose the convenience of tech, but you also lose the ability to call for help, check the news, or even know what's happening beyond your street. This is why preppers build Faraday cages, basically metal containers that block electromagnetic energy. Keeping backup radios, flashlights, or even spare solar chargers inside a Faraday cage is one of the few ways to protect your gear. Without it, you're suddenly living in a world without communication. Number 3, modern vehicles and transportation. The third thing most people don't think about, but that fails immediately, is transportation. Modern cars and trucks are full of microchips and electronic systems. When an EMP hits, many of those vehicles simply won't start. Now picture highways full of stranded cars, delivery trucks frozen in place, trains stuck on tracks, planes grounded. In a society where everything moves by transportation, food, medicine, fuel, that's catastrophic. Even emergency responders may not be able to get to you. Ambulances, fire trucks, even police vehicles could be out of commission. That's why many preppers recommend keeping at least one older low-tech vehicle, something with minimal electronics, like a carbureted engine, as part of their preparedness plan. But here's the bottom line. When transportation stops, supply chains stop. And when supply chains stop, society changes overnight. So what can you do? An EMP is rare, but the consequences would be massive. Here are 3 simple steps you can take today. Have backups that don't rely on the grid. Solar lanterns, crank radios, and low-tech tools. Protect key electronics in a Faraday cage. Even a metal trash can lined with cardboard can work. Plan for life without vehicles. Stock extra food and supplies so you're not relying on deliveries. The key is to build resilience now, so that if the lights ever do go out, you and your family won't be caught off guard. So let's recap. The 3 things that stop working immediately after an EMP are the power grid, the entire network of power sources, transmission lines, and distribution lines that deliver power all over the place. Everywhere from hospitals and police stations to grocery stores and your neighborhood. Your electronics and communications. That new iPhone? Dead. Wi-Fi router? Gone. Your loud world gets real quiet real quick. No more Facebook, no more Netflix, no more microwaved pizza rolls. Modern vehicles and transportation. Think about the implications. How many people live in your town? 30,000? 300,000? Now, no semi-trucks are bringing food to your local Walmart. There are only 9 meals between mankind and anarchy. An EMP may sound like science fiction, but history shows us solar storms and man-made threats are very real. The question isn't whether it could happen. It's whether or not you'll be ready. Don't forget to subscribe. I post new preparedness guides every week, covering everything from natural disasters to long-term survival planning. Stay safe, stay prepared, and I'll see you in the next video.